So I'm almost ready to start my first set of section 2 decreases. And I have started, you can see at the very, very top, I've started my 5th color. By the way, I don't remember if I've told you all, I know I posted a picture on social media. I am loving hand winding these little minis. It's so fun and such a sense of satisfaction. They're so cute. And this colorway, y'all, tea leaves is the last one. And I absolutely, I love it. It's like I need a top or something in that, right? So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Right, Linda, I did not. Yeah, you probably heard me. Yeah, I did not do the increases. Let's Cindy, you never do the pattern on the sole because I use the princess sole there. Oh, I'll have to look that up. I don't know what that is. Oh, Laura, you think I should try it on? Yeah, I should probably do that. I should, and I will. I usually do it like right after the heel just to make sure everything's, copacetic. Anyway, okay, so what was I saying? Oh, so I still have quite a few decreases to go. It has you decreasing very gradually at first. So, and I basically have judged each section just by length because I don't know, that's just kind of how it worked out for me. So I know that this is not going to be enough to finish the shawl, which because I did do extra increases. Ordinarily, it would have been if I hadn't done extra increases, but I did. So I have about this much left of each of the colors. So I'm trying to decide, since I'll be using this as a sample in my booth, I might, I don't know, because it's one of those things you want to be able to tell people, yes, you can knit that with this set of minis. But, to say, well, I actually used extra minis, so you need this set of minis plus another. Sometimes for some people that can be a hindrance to buying something. And so it occurred to me, maybe I shouldn't have made the extra increases so that I could literally use the 5 minis in the Muted Magic mini set and finish it. But the other thing I was thinking was that I want a shawl that if I'm going to wear it, to be a certain length, because I don't, if it's just a simple shawlette, how likely am I to wear it? So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is once I get to the end of this, I may do like smaller stripes of each of the remaining colors. That way it's still using only the 5 colors in the set. Does that make sense? I think I said that last week. Anyway, so that's my current plan. If I have to, I'll just pick another mini skein, and because I can tell people, yes, you can make that shawl with any 5 minis. However, I had to make it longer, so I needed an extra mini. All right, that's it. That's what I'm working on, those 2 things. In fact, most nights I'll knit a few rows on the socks, and then I knit a few rows on the Triagonal. It's a nice mix because the socks require a little bit of concentration, and then the Triagonal is mostly at this, it's just knitting. Once you know the repeat of the rows, you just knit. So it's kind of nice every night to have a little bit of the rest. Linda, make striped socks. I could do that. The problem is I might need them for a shawl. But otherwise, yes, because it's such a great set. So, all y'all are so sweet. Oh, that's a good idea, Cindy. Reverse stockinette stitch so that the smooth knit stitches. Oh, you're talking about. You reverse the stockinette stitch so that the smooth knit stitches are against the sole of your foot. Oh, interesting. That's very interesting. So you must have very tender feet. See, I don't notice that. And I know some people will even say they notice, like, if the toe has any sort of like thickness or, where you're doing the decreases, people sometimes will say they notice that. And I don't ever notice that. Now, I do notice if my socks start slipping down my feet, which is why I like a well-fitting sock. I don't want to be having my socks be going down my feet in my boots and all that good stuff. So, yeah, I agree, Linda. It would make a good top. Something. I might have to put it in the shop. You just never know. Okay. So, speaking of new things, what is new in the shop? Well, let's see. Oh, one thing I want to show y'all. I just dyed up a big wholesale order that is going to Helen at She Sells Yarn. Now, I've showed my Dying to Knit people some of these, but I'm literally packaging them up this afternoon to take to her. Pardon me. There's a lot of them. I'm going to be taking these to her tomorrow. And a lot of these are what y'all call a vintage Carolyn colorways. So if these are all on Silky Sock, Helen at She Sells Yarn in Ormond Beach carries my Silky Sock base. So if you're interested in them, I don't know how long it will take her to get the inventory put in and all that, but you can find them in her shop. And I'm pretty sure she ships too. So I'm just going to go through. Some of them are current colorways, and so they'll be familiar to you, but some of them I haven't dyed in a very long time. So this is the first one, South Beach, a very vibrant, bright, variegated colorway. I actually designed a pair of socks using this colorway called South Beach Shorties. If you're ever interested in looking up, I actually still sell patterns. I think there must be a yarn shop somewhere that has knit some up and uses it as a sample, because I'll get emails that they've sold a sock pattern. So anyway, fingerlings. This one, this was a favorite for a long time. Fingerlings. It's this dusty, almost a pink beige color, tan. And it's got little speckles on it, kind of like, fingerlings, like potatoes would have. And then this one, this is similar in style to Little Storm Cloud. This is called Splitsville, which is a half black and then half speckled colorway. So it would do that faux self-striping just like Little Storm Cloud does in socks. So maybe it's actually, Morgan was just saying today that she might help me knit up some little samples. I'm thinking I might have to do something a little different for some of my colorways, especially the variegated. People always want to know how they knit up. So maybe doing like small little swatches or something. So we'll see. We got to figure that out. But anyway, this one is called Life's a Beach. This was part of a collaboration many, many moons ago that we had done at Helen's shop. The yarn matched some fabric of a project bag. So that's Life's a Beach. And then, this one was a favorite for a long time. I have a top somewhere that uses this, Miss Molly. That blue is such a nice denim blue mixed with that. It's actually a brown, but it's a pinky brown. So that goes kind of nice with fingerlings, actually. And then here's one, Blackberry Wine. This was inspired by some soap that was gifted by Karen Leggett and her cohorts in Tulsa. And yeah, so it's got deep dark purple. It's got that berry in there, and also a lighter purple. And the way that it comes together, knit up, Morgan knit a tank top out of this. And it even has just a tiniest bit of gray coming through somehow in that mixture. Here's one that Bo absolutely loves called Falling into Fiber. It was actually meant to emulate those bright fall leaves that you see. And hey, Cindy B, I just finally showed off your shawl and we were all oohing and awing over it. So glad you're here. I see Heidi Shaw's over on Instagram. Hey, Heidi, I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. And then anyway, yeah, so this is falling into fiber. Bo wants a pair of socks out of that, which, as I told my dying to knit people, I forgot about that when I was dyeing up that colorway for her. So he's going to have to wait until I dye it up again. Velveteen, that's a recent goodie. Y'all know that one. She also got Slate and Burnt Butter and Cavendish. And what else did she get? Berry. I'd forgotten about Berry. And then Spirit of Freedom, the best navy blue that there is. And then You're a Pal. So there you go. Lots of colorways heading to Helen's shop in Ormond Beach. So just keep an eye out for that. All right. The other thing that, hey, Sunshine. I got to see Sunshine last Saturday. That was awesome. I'm so glad you're here. And yeah, Cindy says it was a fun knit. Yep. That's good. We're all in awe of you. And then, yes, Sunshine, Velveteen and Falling into Fiber are, I can see those being in your wheelhouse for sure. Sunshine loves vibrant colors, y'all. Okay, so what else is new? So let me just remind you, if you're wanting a sweater kit for Nani Swimo, it's never too late to order a sweater kit or, get yarn dyed up. But if you want it in time for November and you want to knit National Knit a Sweater in a month, then get your order in. So I still have the Shawn sweater kits up on the website. You're welcome to order from that. Or if there's a lot of you all have ordered other things. Let's see. I know Mary Ellen is doing the Ooey Gooey sweater in a short sleeve version. And then Sue, I think you're doing the Anchors tee, if I remember correctly. So lots of other projects. And especially if you live in Florida, I get it. Not everyone wants a heavy sweater. I like, a certain amount of heavy sweaters, and I have enough short sleeve tops. So I want to do a heavy sweater. I'm good with it. And I doubt I'll get it done in time for Thanksgiving, but since we're going to Nashville for Thanksgiving again, I can wear it there. All right. I probably should have said, if for some strange reason you have not gotten the pink ribbon pre-order, then, well, first of all, you should let me know, because you should have gotten it by now if you pre-ordered it, unless the post office is just playing weird games with your yarn. But spoiler alert, I just showed it. Here it is. So this is what the pink ribbon ended up looking like. I put a variety of pinks in the pan. It's a beautiful tonal. It does lean towards a mauvey pink for sure. And as of a few minutes ago, there's only literally one skein left in the shop. I just had some room in the pots, so I filled them. It's such a great colorway that I figured it won't hurt. I'll just put what's left over in the shop. So there's one skein left. I think it's on Trusty DK. So Laura, I'm doing another summer sorrel with driftwood. I wondered what you were going to use that for. That's going to look good. I still need to make my summer sorrel. Maybe that will be my project next year for our summer sweater make along. Who knows? Hopefully I'll get it done before then, but you never know with me. So also Starry Sock, which now has its own label. Dun, dun, dun. I just picked these up from the printer a couple days ago. And I will gradually be adding colors back onto that base, since the few that I had sold out. So, but this is burnt butter on it. So there's a few skeins of that in the shop if you're interested in that. And like I said, I'll start adding more to that collection. And then I miscounted my numbers. So this is the colorway, by the way, that went out for the monthly mini color club. And I had just a few left over, called Opalescent. I think that's how you pronounce that. Opalescent? I don't know how you say that, actually, now that I think about it. But in other words, it's supposed to resemble an opal, all those shimmery colors that come through and different opals have different looks. But the picture that I used as an inspiration had these colors in it. So that was the monthly mini. And so there's a few on Trusty Sock Minis in the shop. So let's see, Karen. Oh, another gorgeous one. Which one are you talking about? The colorway or a sweater pattern? Donna, I will buy all the Starry Sock. Just saying. Well, you're welcome to it, Donna. Let's see. It seems like there was something else I wanted to mention, but I don't remember now what it was. All right. So I took down the listing for the coordinating cousins, Ichabod's Blush and Misty Mountain, just because I'm ready to dye them. So I'll dye those up first thing next week, and those will ship out next week. Along with today I shipped out the very first sweater kit. So I'm dyeing those up alongside the Christmas Advent calendars. I've already dyed up the first 2 colorways. I'm super happy with them. Morgan and I were talking about them. I'm not going to talk any more about them. I'm just saying I like them. Yeah, because those ship out. They're supposed to ship out November 3rd already. So, because our Advent Sundays start later in November. So, the first Advent Sunday. So, they have to get wrapped up and shipped out. So, and I always get nervous about that. I don't want a bunch because, you know, I told Morgan we're going to get them dyed up and then we're going to start wrapping them right away so that we're not at the last minute with a bunch of wrapping, and I'll have to wrangle Bo into helping us wrap them up or something. So anyway, I'm very excited about them though. It's, yeah, I know we're talking about 90s Swimo and I'm already into Christmas. So, oh, the pink colorway. I'm glad you like it, Karen. Yeah, I was pleased with that one for sure. Let's see. Oh, Anne. Okay, I remember you ordering the mail pouch. Okay, maybe another Extra Bright Light or Flower Child by Wool and Pine. I'm not familiar with that one. I'm gonna have to look that up. Very good. I'm always looking for better or other patterns. You know that. All right, let's see.